This season's UFL champion will lift the trophy right here at St. Louis. Saturday, June 14th. Tickets to the 2045 Brahmas are now available starting at just $29. Visit the UFL.com for more details. Fans experience the thrill of the game with the Emperor. Whether it's your church, school, youth sports team, or any dinner party, take game day to the next level. Enjoy exclusive discounts, in-game video coordination, merchandise deals, and custom experiences that make every moment unforgettable. More celebration, more high fives, more memories. Don't wait, visit UFLBattlehawks.com and secure your first ticket. Battlehawks fans, stop by the UFL shop section market 3 to shop the Battlehawks. Nelly the Eagle is limited edition collection inspired by the hero and man for the Get yours before it's gone. Only available during the game while supplies last. Battlehawks fans, please direct your attention to the 30-yard line as we welcome various supervisors. Shannon Masterson, please finish dressing the chicken for our game ball presentation. Shannon is presenting Frank Dean, CEO and President of Explore St. Louis, with tonight's game ball. It will be presented shortly. Two men of Missouri to the Battlehawks. Number 98, Freedom Alamo, and number 87, Chase Hammond and Will Deal for game action matches. Thank you. Please finish dressing the chicken and Explore St. Louis. Looking for a fun summer activity in the Battlehawks with the Ocean Youth Football Tuesday, June 10th. The camps on annual charge at all the boys and girls grades 8 through 12. Details and registration are available at all games.ufl.com. Battlehawks Nation, present the inaugural New Era Cellular Collection at the main team store to keep up with all our latest releases. New Era Care.com. New Era Care, the official pet of UFL Cellular.
A tequila honors the land it comes from. Made from the tree harvested by the hand, crafted beyond its rules, distilled in handmade process, and aged in bourbon barrels that are rich, tasty. You bring this one, you bring everything together. Terra Smart Magic.
now please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem, performed by Grammy Award winner and St. Louis native, Lloyd Nix. Battlehawks fans, please direct your attention to midfield as we welcome back Brad Dean, CEO and President of Explore St. Louis, for tonight's game ball presentation. Joining Brad are the Battlehawks, Freedom, Malcolm Malone, and Chase Allen. Thank you, Brad Dean and Explore St. Louis, for presenting tonight's game ball.
An object in motion stays in motion. Momentum is everything.
Are we done yet? Put your foot on their throat and dominate!
The playoff-bound Battlehawks aim to sharpen their claws after a gritty win against the defending champs.
Stand out of the air!
With their eyes on the UFL title.
Being a king, Butler delivers.
Touchdown, Battlehawks!
The Brahmas look to prove they still have bite with a chance to wreak havoc.
H-Morgan, Gray, Dr. Pepper.
Looking at man open, he's got it! Stylianos does connect for 6!
Can they once again knock off the league's elite?
Touchdown, San Antonio.
Or does St. Louis grind out another win at home in the deafening dome?
What a show they're putting on here in St. Louis.
San Antonio Brahmas, St. Louis Battlehawks. Next on Fox.
It's time to kick off Week 9 of the UFL as the San Antonio Brahmas visit the St. Louis Battlehawks on the banks of the Mississippi in St. Louis. No team in the UFL has more victories Then the hometown Battlehawks. No team plays in front of more fans than the one from St. Louis. And they can begin celebrating right now because they do know their Battlehawks are already into the playoffs. They still have a chance to win the XFL Conference with only 2 games left, including tonight's against the Brahmas. Time now for Agent Force Playmakers Insights, powered by Salesforce AI. What are the key player matchups in tonight's game, Joel Platt?
Let's take a look at the quarterbacks first. For San Antonio, Kellen Mond is going to step back into the starting role. Kevin Hogan had been playing the last few weeks, but Mond, who was their original starter, is back in the lineup, going to step in. Now on the St. Louis side, it's Max Duggan, 4-0 as a starter. We remember that great run he had for TCU to the national championship, and he's on a similar style run here with St. Louis, undefeated as the starter. The running backs also, it's a great matchup for San Antonio. Jashawn Corbin, back-to-back 100-yard games. He's been tremendous the last couple of weeks. And then Jacob Saylors, last week's Offensive Player of the Week here in the UFL. He had 118 yards in that big win against Birmingham. Those are the insights powered by Agent Force. It's what AI was meant to be.
Oh, it's time to get the Memorial Day weekend party started with a little football for you. The UFL from St. Louis with kickoff right after this.
Oh, the Battlehawks have had the best home field advantage in the UFL this season.
It's an end zone. Max Duggan.
Looking for it all, and a beautiful strike. Butler, touchdown, Battlehawks.
This is going to be a fun one.
Let the fun begin here on Fox UFL Friday night, presented by Pizza Hut. Inside the Dome in St. Louis, Devin Gardner standing by with the Battlehawks head coach, Anthony Becht.
Thanks, Kurt. Coach, playoffs are clinched. You know who you're playing. So on the onset, people would say there's not much to play for, but when we spoke earlier this week, you outlined a plethora of things that can be accomplished. Speak to those things for the fans.
Well, first, we got to finish the journey, right? I mean, this is a journey we're on. We only get 10 regular season. We've given ourselves another opportunity. We got 4 left in our minds. We want them all. It's a big game for guys because you never know when the tape's going to get turned on and they're going to get looked at. So listen, we got to come in with a winner's mentality. We got a lot to work on. I need all three phases to come together for one game before we get into the playoffs. Hopefully it's today.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
And so Anthony Beck will go head-to-head with Peyton Pardee, the interim head coach of the Brahmas. Of course, Wade Phillips started off the year after leading them in the playoffs last season and took a leave of absence for health reasons. Pardee moved up from wide receivers coach to offensive coordinator and then the head coach for the last 5 games, Joe.
Well, listen, it's not an easy task that he was thrown right in the middle of, and yet he's done a really nice job. And I will tell you, San Antonio, their best games of the year have been in their last 2 games. They have not won those ball games, but they have been awfully close.
Well, they get a good open field tackle to start this one. Devontae Beckett upends Gary Jennings, and so Max Duggan will get to work deep in his own territory.
Well, Max Duggan, 4-0 as a starter. This is a guy with all the competitive toughness that you would possibly want. He has been tremendous for them, really. Now, he has leaned into them becoming a predominantly run-oriented team, and I think they're the best rushing team in the UFL. Between Jacob Saylor standing right next to him, number 15, and Max, that is a dangerous backfield in the ground.
Starting from the 20, Duggan's in the air. Right away, hit as he throws, but gets it out to Butler, and Hakeem Butler with a short reception. Castillo on the stop. Who should we keep an eye on with St. Louis on offense?
Well, I've already mentioned Sailors, and then there's Butler with the first catch of the game right there on the outside. Those two are excellent players. Now, defensively, Beckett and Emili for San Antonio. Watch out for them. Devontae Beckett, the UFL's leading tackle man, so he is always around the football, number 1 for San Antonio.
6 yards on the first down, 2nd and 4. Duggan, back-to-back passes, going deep, and it is caught. Ja'Cour Pearson. Big play for a first down, and St. Louis coming out throwing out of the gate, something they usually don't do. 24 on that one.
Tell you, what a great route. First, he's going to go inside before he goes back outside. A bit of a corner there. He puts the foot in the ground, and he gets back out there. And what they want to see out of Max Duggan is him continue to anticipate down the field. You see that elongated delivery? Well, because of that long delivery, he's got to make those decisions quickly in the backfield and anticipate those windows to get the ball down there.
First run of the game, Jacob Sailors cuts his way back. Gain of just about 5 yards on first down.
I'll tell you, Sailors was tremendous last week. I already mentioned Offensive Player of the Week last week, Kurt. 16 carries, 118 yards, and that was against Birmingham's #1 rush defense in the league. So he showed out. He was tremendous.
You see his numbers, #1 rushing, #1 from scrimmage, and tied for the most touchdowns. One of the guys he's tied with is his quarterback, Max Duggan.
Here we go, we're good. Wide 80.
They fake the handoff. That one's complete to Sailors right at that first down marker. And St. Louis is marching.
Tell you, this is exactly what Anthony Beck wanted, is to see continued development and continued growth from his quarterbacks, Max Duggan, excuse me. And now we already see this. They come out throwing the football. I told you that they've been primarily run-oriented, and Kurt, they've come out here and clearly tried to establish Max as a thrower. And 3 passes, only 1 running attempt so far in the first 4 snaps.
Just the opposite of what they've done with him as quarterback so far. This is 5th start. Little end around Jennings. Cuts it back. Good run of 9 yards. Make it 8 officially by Gary Jennings. But another good chunk play.
Well, what I love here is the action. You get a tight end this way, you get Sailors this way, and then you bring this, what I would call this little Vegas-style reverse right back out there, and a nice peel back by the tight end, Chase Allen. Now he's leading up there. Even though he doesn't get a block, it's a nice job of the formation, the motion, and the movement. And Jennings is up there. Nice quality run on first.
And another short second down.
Wide 80.
Sailors dancing. He's going to be stopped. Picks up just a yard on the play. Jordan Williams in there on the tackle.
All right, so if you're Anthony Beck, what you're telling Phil McGagan, the offensive coordinator, is, do I have 1 snap to get this first down, or do I have 2? You know, are we going to go for it on 4th? And then that's going to inform Phil McGagan what he needs to do, wants to do on this 3rd down play call.
Here we go. Set on. This man. Right 80. Right side.
Sailors gets the first down. They needed one. He got about 2.5. Moves the chains, and St. Louis keeps rolling.
Quality series here for this St. Louis team. And again, what Coach Beck wanted to see is this offense come out in particular and play well, because the offense they've been the one lacking. Right? The defense for St. Louis has been outstanding. The San Antonio team comes in with Peyton Pardee. They're 1-7, and he wanted this Battlehawks offense to kind of prove that they are developing and continue to grow.
Sailors on the 8th play of this opening drive, short 3-yard gain. I mean, this has been a struggle for a lot of this season for St. Louis. You see this, no touchdowns on their opening drive. 3 points total.
Here we go. Hey, south, left, F, fly, fake, 18 delta, on warning. Yes. Pistol. Hey, no, key. Key. White 80, right side.
Give it to Pearson. Tries to use his speed to get around the corner out to the 20-yard line. They'll measure it right there. Let's listen to the call on third down.
South left F surge 50 H Buccaneer right hammer. South left F surge 50 H Buccaneer right hammer.
Here you go. Hey, south left F surge 50 H Buccaneer white hammer. All warning.